Welcome to BTM Gaming and our rebooted Death Stranding walkthrough and travelogue. This is the 6th episode of our walkthrough, which we are releasing on this channel instead of the Belated Tech Musing's main channel. The original 12 episodes previously released will still be unavailable on the main channel, until each are replaced on BTM Gaming. In the last episode, Sam made the long run from the way station to the distribution center, first through a mule encampment and then an area overrun with BTs. A storm saved Sam from having to battle mules, but it brought the ghosts out in droves. We successfully navigated the storm without being grabbed and arrived at the distro center. BB-28, Sam's fetal companion, suffered autotoxemia and shut down, so a rest in the center's private room was in order. We'll rejoin Sam as he is about to choose his next assignment at the distro center console. Thanks again for choosing to watch our content. Let's continue.
Activate terminal. Let's check mail. Alright, so we'll read mail if... Pause the video so that you can read some of this. Okay. We've got all the new email. Once you read email, you do get the likes transferred to your like totals. I'm supposed to... Okay, we have to take a shower, so let's go do that.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past.
5,
Oh,
4,
it's almost time.
2, 1.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Okay, so you've already done that. Comment on the waste products. It does, according to what I've seen online and through a little bit of experimentation, slows them down a little bit, the BTs, but not significantly. You do get them every time you go to your private room. For those of you who are coming late to this, BTs are beach things. They're the undead, not undead, but those spirits that have not passed through the other side, and they've come back from the other side to this world to haunt it. If you get eaten by BT, it causes a void out. The void out is a massive crater explosion, will destroy everything within, a couple miles diameter, maybe a little less. If you have dooms, you have special properties that allows you to sense BTs, and if you are a repatriate, it means that if you're killed, you come back from the scene rather than pass through to the other side. So you're essentially resurrected. It's the way the game has described, essentially players like you playing the game. All right, let's continue. Very often when he plugs into the BB-25, he gets a vision, a feedback loop.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pod, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, so let's go to the next order.
While you were resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. MULES must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Alright, we still don't have any weapons, so it's going to be fists. Trying to take this back from the, yeah. So you have one Carl connection, that's for BT territory, and this is for mules. Alright, we'll do the mules first.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
It's another piece. He already had one.
Order assigned.
I think I'm gonna unload.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
Yeah, I'm gonna load all this stuff because to go to the mules, it's just a fight game, so we don't need to be carrying anything. Yeah. What else we got here? Climbing anchor. I guess we can carry one. Yeah, like I said, there's no weapons. Yeah, if you go to the share locker.
Looks like some cargo has been transported to its destination on your behalf. You can access the share locker to collect it.
You can use the waste grenades on mules. I don't know how effective that really is. Let's see what's in here. Cargo. PCC metals. Let me claim that. That could be useful. Materials you need to build stuff, generally worthwhile. So we'll shift that to their private locker. It's in a public locker. It could be claimed by somebody else. Okay. Let's get going. Oh, that's right.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
You're switching between this and Red Dead Redemption 2, and the running motion is entirely different. Yeah, keep
Weapons
going.
restrictions lifted.
So the mule's area is over here, straight ahead. It's actually up top, so you have to climb. It's a little steep, but you can get up there. I think you don't need anything special.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful, these guys are armed.
Yeah,
if this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Is to avoid being flanked by them, basically. Particularly if you're without any weapons. So you can see here on the target, the missing cargo straight ahead. So we're just going to climb up into this little saddle. Fortunately, it's not raining, which makes things a little easier. You can't. The strand comment is saying that you can get behind and sneak up on them and use the strand to choke them out or tie them up. I guess not choke them out.
Okay, just a bit.
But you have to completely be up by surprise. Which is kind of hard, particularly if you have any cargo on your back. If you have cargo on your back, they automatically detect you. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, can't do that. Let's go this way. You can see whether or not it's just slipping by scanning. The mossy stuff you can't climb on. So here's the sensor. So we'll see whether it detects us.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining
not
undetected is key.
Yeah,
Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Yeah. So we pulse, but we're not carrying any cargo. I mean, you could use the strand. We could try it. See if the guy turns around. There he goes. I wasn't clever enough.
Find somewhere to hold up. Look around and trust your instincts.
Great. So the best strategy is retreat and don't get flanked. I'm having more trouble with controls because I'm coming out of another video game. Okay. Anybody else? Pulse? Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, square is hitting. I gotta figure out the parry again. These things will hit you. Okay. They're not carrying any usable weapons. You can't pick anything up.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
There'll still be more mules probably down by their tents, so I'm sitting there trying to run again. I'll scratch a little bit. Pulse. Pulse. Oh, you know what? I don't have the human sensors are not activated yet, so so anybody could be in here. Yeah, the compass can't pick anything up. Repair the strands L2. R2 is bonded. Yeah, I tried to do that. I didn't pull it off.
How you doing, Sam?
Maybe there was only 3. Oh, okay. So there's only 3. Never mind then. I guess we can put that away. No. Alright, we'll put the strand away. See if there's anything worth picking up. Anything? I don't see anything. No indicators. Okay. I guess we'll hack right into here first. Alright, what's in here? A lot. Let's get what they needed. If it's destroyed, it's not worth taking, obviously. Large-scale construction. They all go back to the distribution center. Oh, here's the Kyle printer interface. That's the important one. Anything else? Resins, metals. How are we doing percentage of? Yeah, we're doing okay. Alright. Let's Take the lost cargo, I guess. Yeah, this stuff we can skip. Auto range. Yeah, he is pretty much overloaded. I think that's the only tent. Yeah. It's the only building. So there's nothing else to recover. So let's hobble our way back.
Keep it up.
When he's overloaded, Sam goes slower. These guys were holding stuff. Metal's 50.
This is like the way to go.
I guess we could see if we can pick this up. Yeah. Okay. Interestingly enough, there is a private post box here. Let's see what's in it. What the heck? People place post boxes so that you can go in cargo free and surprise. Let's see what's in it. Share. Yeah, there's not. Okay, so it's empty. Alright. Let's go. Not the safest way to descend. You can pick this stuff up. It's
there we go.
Sandalweed. You can use it as substitute boots if you have. The boots do wear out. Oh. You eventually get power assist skeletons, but
mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
yeah, it's a weird narrative how there's a cult of cargo. I'm out of it. They're just, you know, people who don't want to live in the knots, the cities, and the distribution centers. They want to be independent. You know, they don't really want to. And just like the preppers have shelters, they don't want to be under the thumb of authority. But the narrative of the game is a little different. If you don't hold the straps, which is L2, R2, you'll fall right the heck over when you're this loaded. I usually don't do this, but for the purposes of starting the game, it's alright. The distribution centers look like whales. That's intentional. The little barriers at the bottom are teeth. They retract when you go in. Again, another whale reference.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright, let's deliver stuff.
Good work, Sam. I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Alright.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
So if you get to the third star fully filled, it will advance the connection level of this distribution center. It'll give you an additional benefit. Enhancement, if you will. A buff. So we'll see what it gives us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair. But if you forget or run into trouble, you can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Yeah. And I think we have 2 pairs. So you get the third star.
Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
It increases the chiral bandwidth, allows you to build more stuff. It also sometimes buffs. Hologram data, more chiral bandwidth. Okay. This is lost cargo we picked up. Yep.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely on. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available.
Yeah, the
Please
chiral
access
network
delivery
is going
terminal
to
for
factor in
further
heavily in the
information.
storyline. Right now we're trying to expand it, and there are some drawbacks to doing so. Alright. Let's drop these materials into the locker. We clearly don't need that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, yeah, the boots can be fabricated, so. Okay.